Yep. A lot of Dennis on that.
Right. What's happening, folks? Mark Crosby here. Welcome to another episode of YBR Fridays. YBR Wednesdays on a Friday. I'm just going to jump straight into it this time, folks. Straight in with a presentation on how you can make money with Mining City and how the comp plan works. A little bit about the system, the done-for-you system we use to make it easier to share this opportunity with everyone else. It's called a sales funnel, called Mine Like a Boss. And then I'm going to pass it over to my good friend and marketing buddy, Adrian Langdale, who's going to talk about the strategy and what our long-term goal is and how we are using this cryptocurrency we are accumulating through Mining City to ensure that we can work from home comfortably for the long term without ever going broke. So how to achieve success with Mining City, profitable cryptocurrency mining with a powerful comp plan and a sales funnel. Ways to get paid by mining a cryptocurrency called Bitcoin Vault. And by the way, because these calls are earlier than we normally do them, and I'm in the dining room, which is right next door to my garden. I think my next door neighbor's cutting his grass. So if it sounds like there's a chainsaw in the background every now and again, it's my next door neighbor's lawnmower. I'll tell you now. So mining Bitcoin Vault. Which is obviously a separate cryptocurrency to the original Bitcoin. It does use the same technology, but is ultimately more secure. Daily payouts for 1,100 days. It's entirely passive income. Bit of a sore throat, as I've just told the lads as well, so I'm going to keep taking a drink. So it's totally passive. You don't have to do anything. There's no ads to click, no surveys to fill in or anything like that. Once you buy a mining plan, you are getting a piece of Bitcoin Vault, which is currently worth $452 last time I checked, about 10 minutes ago. And that's just going to hit your Mining City account every day for 1,100 days. And then you can withdraw that. You can then use an exchange to change it for normal Bitcoin. And then from there, you can put it into your bank or get one of these prepaid debit cards like I have and spend it on your shopping, pay bills, whatever it is you like to do, or just accumulate Bitcoin. These are the 6 mining plans. Still haven't rearranged the order. I think I've got them the wrong way around. So obviously the bigger mining plan you do pitches, the more mining power you're going to have. The bigger piece of Bitcoin Vault is going to hit your account every single day. Now, this company have agreement with the Kazakhstan government for some of the cheapest electricity in the world, as you can see here. Excuse me. Got a really sore throat, as I said. Now, this screenshot here was taken, well, I guess when I made the presentation a couple of weeks ago, but this is just to demonstrate you are actually using a machine in Kazakhstan, which is processing these calculations for you. That's what cryptocurrency mining is, and then it's hitting your account in Mining City. God, I'm really struggling here, lads. Excuse me. Now, this is the direction of the coin. I mean, we have hit some resistance since I took this screenshot, so we're kind of ranging a little bit between like $420 at the minute and $460, I think, is going up and down. But it is, if you look back to where it was in April, you're talking, about 50 or half $120, so like what, $60 a coin roughly there, 20th of April. And then we go further back, it was around $25 a coin. So the growth of this coin has been absolutely astronomical. Obviously, there are huge cryptocurrency news websites which predict this coin will hit around $1,500 next year. And I think I've seen a prediction that it's going to hit $1,000 the end of this year. So there's a lot of growth to be had. I mean, if you've got to pay bills, you've got to pay bills. But if you can accumulate these coins and just hold them, it's definitely worth your while just holding onto these coins for the time being. So this is the comp plan. Now, there's two sections of the comp plan. Obviously, you've got the binary tree and your team tree. First 5 people in your team tree go on your team A, and everyone else goes in your team B. I might have to cut this presentation short. I'm really struggling, guys. I'm going to fly through it. Now, first, yeah, I've just said that. Your rank will determine how many levels of commissions you're going to actually receive based on these. This is in direct correlation to the people you've personally referred, obviously. Okay. So the more direct referrals you have, the more potential commissions you can make. So you can obviously make direct commissions from the plan your team buy. And then so it's 6 onwards. So when you've referred your 6th person onwards, you can then make commissions from their downline and their downline and their downline. And that all entirely depends on your rank as to how many commissions you can actually make. But from the first 5 people, you're going to be making a 5% commission on the plan they purchase. Everyone after that, you make a 10% commission, as you can see right here. And then it's 5% commissions on the next level down and the next level down and the next level down based on your rank. And that's how that works. I'm going to talk about the ranks in just a sec. So this is what I discovered as I was creating this presentation last time. You can receive commissions for each member's mining plans up to the mining plan total you purchased. So obviously, if you've purchased a $600 mining plan and someone else comes in with a $1,200 mining plan, you will not immediately make that commission. But what does happen, which is quite good, it's not like you just completely miss it, which some comp plans work that way. It kind of sits in an aside balance. So I'll read this next bit. Commissions exceeding the amount that you are entitled to receive are placed in your commission held balance, or known as your aside balance. To unlock funds from the commission held balance, purchase additional mining plans to raise your total mining plans separate to the citizens tree. So as far as I can tell, that's just held there indefinitely. There's no time limit on that. So you could wait kind of a month or however long. I'm not going to put a time limit on it. And if you upgrade at any point in the future, you will get those commissions back, which I think is quite good. Excuse me. Ranking system. This affects us in multiple ways of getting paid. Obviously, to get to a citizen, you just need to have $600 worth of mining power. To be a city builder, you need to refer 5 citizens. To be a city developer, you need a total of 3 builders, each coming from a different leg in your team tree. That's not the binary tree, that's the team tree. Remember, that's the first 5 people you refer. You make 5% commissions. Everyone else, after that, you make 10% commissions. So that's what that is in reference to. And obviously, you can see how you can rank up as well. The binary tree. Now, hopefully everyone knows how this works at this point by now, but if you don't, this is where I believe the money is made. This is where I've made the most amount of commissions. You have what's called a binary tree, also known as a citizens tree. Basically, when you get 5 points on each side of your binary tree, you're going to make a $200 commission, or what's known as a binary cycle. So it's in your best interest to try and even out your citizens tree. You know what I mean? You don't want to be focusing on one side of your citizens tree. You might end up with like 15 points on one side and no points on the other side. And there are some people in my downline, I think, I'm not going to call anyone out or anything, but there's I think it was from spillover, so it was certainly not someone I've referred, but it is quite frustrating seeing someone on your tree who's got like 30 points on one side and no points on the other, and you're kind of thinking, who is this person? I need to reach out to this person and say, do you need a funnel? Do you need some help? You know, I would love to help you make some. You've got like kind of $800 in commissions just waiting for you. All you need to do is refer a few people on the other side. So it's in your best interest, is the point I'm trying to make, is just try and keep everything even. Work from left to right. Don't focus just on one side at a time. Just try and build both sides at the same time. And if you're lucky enough to get a decent builder in one of your sides of your tree, and that's just going to help you massively focus on the other side. You know what I mean? Like I say, Every time you get 5 points on each side of your binary tree, you're going to make a $200 binary cycle, $200 commission in Bitcoin Vault. That's how it will be paid, because it's very likely everybody in the tree is going to be purchasing Bitcoin Vault mining plans. All right. This is how the points work. Obviously, for a standard plan, $600 mining plan, you get 1 binary point. And it's worth mentioning as well, obviously, this does not make a difference whether you personally refer these people or not. You get the points if your personal sponsors refer people, spill over from people above you. Anybody who just falls in your binary tree and purchases a mining plan, you get the credit for it. That's why this is so powerful. Yeah, I just said that. Rank determines how many cycles you can make in a single day. You wouldn't want to be in a position where you could potentially make $800 and you've only got, you're only a resident. You've only basically purchased a $300 mining plan, so you're not even a citizen. So you've just missed out on $600 of binary cycles, commissions. But in my personal opinion, I'm always honest, as you guys know. I think, the higher the rank, it's for bigger builders and when you've got a bigger tree. And I'm not saying you can't get there. I'm saying that's what you need to focus on. You need to focus on building out your binary tree. Once your binary tree is at a certain size, then I think the rank becomes much more important. You want to make sure that you're definitely not missing out on any of these $200 binary cycles. Matching bonus, yes. Did I cover this before? I'm trying to think if I actually covered this before. So for every cycle generated by a member in your team tree, just trying to get my head around this myself, you receive a $10 Bitcoin Vault commission based on your rank, X amount of levels, okay? So whenever anyone you've personally referred in your binary tree, it is actually your binary tree, but you've personally referred them, whenever they make a $200 binary cycle, you get a $10 commission. You get a $10 commission. And how many levels down that goes depends on your rank. All right. Right. Okay, cool. Struggling a little bit, as I've said, so I'm just trying to whiz through that there. So how do you sign people up? I'm just going to quickly go over the funnel real quick. So we have a funnel, all right? You don't have to recruit anyone if you don't want to. Obviously, this is passive income. If you buy a mining plan, you're going to get paid for 1,100 days, whether you do anything whatsoever or not. However, because the comp plan is so powerful and Bitcoin Vault is so profitable, and, for me personally, I'm willing to do just about anything ethical to accumulate as much Bitcoin Vault as I possibly can. So I took a lot of time out to create a sales funnel to make it easier for anyone who wants to use this sales funnel to share this opportunity with everyone else. What you are looking at here is one of the, it's like 7 capture pages we're up to now. 7 different capture pages you can use to start collecting people's email addresses and building an email list by sharing your capture page link or by sending traffic to the capture page. This is another capture page. And this is going to allow your leads access to your sales funnel. And it's also going to trigger a 15-message email series, which stretches over 28 days, giving them more information on the opportunity and how this works. So once your leads opt in to the capture page, they will then be taken to, we call it a sales page. You don't want to be telling your leads it's a sales page, because generally people don't like to be told they are being sold to. So we call it the main presentation. All right. And this obviously goes through everything in more detail, what cryptocurrency mining actually is, what the deal is, how the binary tree works. I know it's a little bit confusing because when I actually created this sales video, I was a little bit unaware as to the difference between the team tree and the binary tree. And there is a difference. It just so happens that are both trees and you can get a little bit confused. But to put it simply, it's really just a difference of who you've personally referred goes in your team tree, and your binary tree is just, that's how you make $200 commissions, basically. And it explains that. It does explain the binary tree very clearly. I'm quite happy with that part of it. but it's just going to make things a lot easier. It just saves you from doing all the telling and selling. Obviously, this button here would go to your Mining City link. This here allows them to set up their own sales funnel. So you can, there's two main income streams in this funnel, obviously, Mining City and Power Lead System. Power Lead System is the marketing tool suite we use to actually create this sales funnel and share it with everyone else. So because we use Power Lead System to create the funnel, we might as well use it as an income stream as well, because Power Lead System allows you to build monthly residual income as well for every single sign up. I'm pretty sure it is actually. I can't remember if there's how the pass up structure works. I haven't seen the updated version, but for every sign up, you do make $20 of monthly residual income. So I think it's like 3 signups and you've got Power Lead System paying for itself. It's $30 a month for Power Lead System. If you want to be an affiliate, which I do recommend if you are using the funnel, because at no extra work, you've got another income stream. It's not going to take you any extra work if you're already promoting the funnel. It's an extra $23.95, so just under $54 a month. But again, 3 signups, I believe it's three personals, and it's paying for itself. Okay. I did make some slight changes to the sales page yesterday. I wanted to kind of just change the colors a little bit, so the warmer colors, and make it look more different from the lead lightning sales page, because those with a keen eye have probably noticed some of these graphics I've actually. This page was I'm pretty sure this page actually started off as the lead lightning sales page, and I've just kind of made my own modifications to it and removed most of it and kept some of obviously it just goes into extra information on what Mining City is, who the owner is, the plans, the certificates of agreement, working with the Kazakhstan government, the fact that they are an official partner with btc.com. And then I've changed this color to black as well. You know what it is? I was kind of from the very beginning, I was thinking, will I do a black background or a white background? And I know a lot of funnels use the white background because it just kind of works, doesn't it? It just looks clean. So I kind of went with a white one, but I've kind of changed this video down here. And this is a video here of Ari Maccabee, who's obviously a team leader, is in our upline, going over the credibility of the company, basically, and the fact that Eyal Abramovich, the CEO of MineBest, which is the parent company of Mining City, is an inventor. And he, Googles his name and all the patents he has. He has like 4 or 5 inventions, actual products. He is a business partner of Laurie Grainer, who was a shark on Shark Tank, the US version of Dragon's Den, which is totally nuts if you ask me. That's just mental. And Eyal Abramovich he's a name. He's a somebody in the cryptocurrency space. He's a guest speaker in these seminars they do in China and all these big places. And then obviously you've got a bit more information down here. The last thing I wanted to show before I pass this over to Adrian to do this, the strategy we call the Springboard strategy, is just the email series. As you can see, this is the email series I wrote. And in all honesty, it takes a little bit of learning, because I've actually done this like last week. If you wanted to add your own emails in, put your own personal touch on this, it doesn't take too much modification to do it. You've basically just got to make a copy of the capture page, make a copy of the email series, make your changes, add your own emails in, put your photograph in the bottom of your emails, or whatever it is you want to do to make it more personal, which I strongly recommend you do, by the way, really do. And then just tie them back together again. If anyone needs any help doing any of that, I'm always happy to help anyone on any team, make modifications to the funnel, basically. I use Aweber. I know a lot of us watching this do use Aweber. It's just a lot easier. You don't have to mess around with copying pages or anything like that to make modifications to the email series. You can just dive right into it in Aweber, make changes. And obviously the great thing with Aweber is you get more stats to look at, open rates, click-through rates, which I guess you do have to make some changes to see the click-through rates because it doesn't support global text snippets. I know I'm getting too technical, but anyway, I'm going to pass this over. Let's bring this back to here we are. I did have a sore throat at the beginning of that there, but it kind of cleared up a little bit. I was kind of thinking, am I going to be able to continue here because I'm struggling? But anyway, I'll stop sharing my screen. I'll pass it over to you, my good friend, Adrian.
Yeah, cheers, Mark. One thing to mention before I get into the strategy is that sales page, even just a tool. Like when you know where your own sales page is, people are asking you questions on text, email, and everything. Mark's put everything in there. So there's like the PDF about the company, you know, there's just all the information is on that page. You don't have to go hunting around on the internet. If you click the resources link, it goes to the Bitcoin Vault information page so people can find out exactly about the coin. I just like it as a tool as well, you know, so just wanted to throw that out there as well. Okay. Right, shall we see if I can share the right screen first time this week, shall we? I'll give it a bash. Right. You should see my other monitor, which is over here. Right, so I've thrown up a little disclaimer because whether I get around to discussing my 30 days or not, we'll see. I'm going to go through the strategy as normal, the Springboard strategy, plus adding some of my own results and everything. If we've got time, and I'll leave it open to you two guys, I did do a breakdown of my mining results, minus all commissions, minus any cycle bonuses or anything like that. Just my mining results for my package, and then I broke it all down into what you could expect at the current mining levels. Obviously, disclaimer in place, I'll read it in a second, from each package as you go through for the 1100 days. So anyway, let's get the disclaimer out of the way. So any results that I share are my own personal results. Your results may vary depending on different factors, your own efforts, the mining plan you choose, the time you decide to get involved, etc., etc. Mining cryptocurrencies, trading, because obviously we're going to be talking about trading at some points in these calls. Trading traditional currencies or cryptocurrencies also has its own risk, and it's advisable that you should do your own research before getting involved with any business, online or offline. I'm not personally responsible, neither of us are responsible for any company decisions or changes in the market. Obviously, the market is the market. And we are not financial advisors, and I'm only sharing my figures for educational and example purposes. That rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Right. So, this is the Mine Like a Boss Springboard plan. I think you can all see it now. Okay. So I'm going to show you basically how to quickly obtain a self-funding, self-building autopilot business in less than 30 days. I say that because, as you'll see, we recommend a particular plan to start with. Depending on the plan you choose, it can be faster or slower. I've based this on one-time payment, which is the mining plan of choice, which I'll say I'll get into in a second. And we use this strategy I'm about to share with you to build that automated business. So it's 100% for newbies. So even if you've got no list, no autoresponder, and no funnel, and no experience, we've created this Springboard plan only for our team. I still don't see any other teams out there doing anything like this with the funnel and all the work and effort that Mark's put into creating the Mine Like a Boss funnel through the Power Lead system, and then also this strategy, and even our overall master plan of using this to build up a trading account for long-term income from home. So I view this as a very low-risk plan. We use the profits, as I'll show you in a second. I've worded it wisely. I'm going to change this. It doesn't roll off the tongue enough for me, but there's very little time involved once you've got everything set up with the funnel, and obviously you can recover your seed money quickly, which is the aim of the game. So this is it in a nutshell. Mark's kind of touched on this inside the funnel, but the first part is you choose a one-time mining plan. And sorry, I've got a fly just flying into my face. We recommend a minimum of the $600 plan because it gives you enough mining returns to be able to put this plan into action. If you start with the $300 plan, it's going to take you a lot longer, and by that time, obviously, this profitable mining window, we don't know how long it's going to last, but we do know it's not going to last forever. So obviously, you don't want to be waiting 3 years before you can actually do anything with any of the returns, which is just to touch on one point there, Mark. I want to just clarify that when your mining rewards are in your Bitcoin Vault wallet in Mining City, at any point you can withdraw them to your exchange. You don't have to wait till the end of your 3-year contract. You can do that at any point. And actually, I did one earlier this morning, which I'll show you at the end of this slide. These slides. So this is, as I said, it's a 30-day plan. So this is week 1. Unfortunately, you still have to wait 10 days for your mining plan to start. So this kind of takes up that first week and a little bit. However, it does give you opportunity, if you're going to use the funnel, to get your Power Lead system set up, because with your Power Lead system, you get a 7-day free trial anyway. Okay, so you can use that to kind of get set up whilst you're waiting for your mining plan to come into action. And it's purely a case that obviously we're renting these this computer power, and obviously it's hardware. So somewhere along the line, somebody's got to physically set this up, put it to your wallet. I know some of it will be automatic, but coming from an IT background, you know, at some point, like now, they are actually upgrading the servers because it's growing so quickly. Somebody's got to go and place these cards in the mining infrastructure and set them all up. So obviously that takes time. So they give it a 10-day leeway. So once your mining plan starts to operate, you will start to see Bitcoin Vault into your Mining City Bitcoin Vault wallet, and they show a US dollar amount, and that's obviously based on what it is at that point, because it obviously changes on a regular basis, a few times a day at least. Okay, so that's week 1. Week 2, we basically divide up the profits. Obviously, we need to get some momentum going first. So the first step is tools, which we've discussed already. Power Lead system, and the reason for using that is because it's done for you. So all the capture pages, Mark just said we've got 6 or 7, or however, yeah, he's adding 2 or 3 every day from what I see at the moment. So all the capture pages are done for you. You can obviously create your own if you want. The sales funnel is obviously there and done for you, just plug and play. And as Mark's just shown you, the automated email follow-ups as well. But again, as Mark just said, I'm going to recommend that you do put some of your own personality in it. Personally, I've got my picture at the bottom of every email. I've just finished a bridge page. I know Alan's done his bridge page, which is a page between the capture page and the sales funnel page. And it can be just to say, hi, this is my mate Mark, click below, or, you know, as much effort as you want to put into it, but it's just so that they see you and your name. So, hi, my name's Gary Smith, and, you know, I'm doing this, and go and watch the presentation. Then they're connected with Gary Smith. They're not just with Mark in his exceptional sales video. Right, so that's the Power Lead system. Obviously, the whole point of having that in place is that we need to get people to go and see it. In internet terms, that's traffic. And then we've got step 2, which is money management. So once you start getting some momentum, and it becomes apparent more on the next slide, you can increase your mining power. Now, obviously, based on what Mark's just said about your direct commissions, you can earn up to what hash power you've actually got or purchased over time. So if you start on one plan and then add another one, so you get to that point, and then you can release that income. That's obviously one of the benefits of adding mining power, as well as the daily rewards of actually having more power. So if you've got one 600 plan, you're going to get X, and if you've got 2 600 plans, you're going to get 2X. Fairly straightforward. Obviously, you can hold or hodl Bitcoin Vault, or, you know, take it into an exchange. And I know Alan's doing a little bit of this already, and I'm going to be testing this out in the next couple of weeks myself. I'm going to start trading a little bit of crypto. Obviously, my original plan was for Forex, but now Alan and I have been speaking the last couple of weeks. There's an opportunity for us to actually do it all within inside an exchange, or 2 or 3. Anyway, and then obviously the last part of money management is funding a trading account, which I kind of just covered. All right. So this is the process overview. This is really tiny, and I'm I was going to blow that up, but let me just bring up my other screen. Right, so I just want to show you the last slide because it's basically what I'm trying to show you there is the withdrawal of this 322.01 on the 25th of July, which is this image here. It's just I've not got around to blowing it up yet. So you get money coming in from your mining rewards. It comes in as Bitcoin Vault. I've actually taken it with the withdrawals to liquid, but you can use Corneo. And then from there, I've paid for power lead system and some traffic. Okay, now as you get people coming through the funnel, you will start to get Mining City package commissions, and that's going to be paid out in Bitcoin Vault. As well, you will get Mining City team cycles, as Mark's mentioned. These are the $200 every time you get 5 points on your left and 5 points on your right. Also paid out in Bitcoin Vault. And then as you increase your Bitcoin Vault mining power, you'll also get more Bitcoin Vault coming into your wallet. On top of that, as we know, the sales funnel also has power lead system in there, and if you register as an affiliate, you also get this residual income per month. It's 20, Mark's right, it's $20 a month for every gold member, and then there's other ones, but that's the basic one. So it's basically three and it's free. Now, I can tell you right now, this is working for me. I've already got 2 here. Can't remember how many people I've got in my team now. It's like 4 or 5 personals. I've already cycled, and I'm about to, probably in the next couple of weeks, get some more power. Anyway, the whole point of this is that from these results, you put a certain percentage back into the business. Same with any other business. You know, if you're running a sweet shop, you don't sell all your sweets and then go, I've got no sweets to sell. You've got to go and purchase some more stock. You've got to do some advertising. You've got to pay the bills, the lights, the electric. Okay, so we put a percentage back into the business. We're holding, this is the money management side again. We hold some Bitcoin Vault and optionally funds a trading account. So these are just a screen grab quickly before the call, just to show you where I'm personally at. I'm 36 days since my mining plan started, and hence the disclaimer at the top of the presentation. I did my first withdrawal on the 25th of July, $322. I did a withdrawal today, earlier on at $606, and I've also had a cycle as well of $200. So if you add that up, it's pretty much 322 plus the 606, $928 in the first 35 days or 36 days. I don't know anything, I've certainly never been involved in anything that's producing those sort of results so quickly. Right, before we look at these numbers, I'll just throw the mic open to Mark and Alan. Are you happy for me to go through these, or do you want to leave it for another call?
No, I'm loving it, mate, to be honest.
All right, okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I've got a video. I think I put it in the group. I'm pretty sure I put it in the group when I went through this. But I'll just do it quickly live on the call. So basically, I'm just going to zoom in so you can see exactly what's happening. All I did was go into my back office, into my Bitcoin Vault wallet, and I went backwards because obviously the top of your wallet is today's earnings or commissions or cycles or whichever, or withdrawals even. So you have to go to the last page, and I got my first mining reward on the 9th of July, and I've taken the dollar value and the Bitcoin Vault mining rewards value as well. So all I did was painstakingly copied and pasted, or I actually ended up typing these numbers because it was quicker. So just over the first 30 days to see what my mining rewards were. Now, I have the silver plan, which is the 2,400 plan. And the reason that I took both the dollar amount and the Bitcoin vault amount is the tables to the right, which I'm going to come to in a second, so that I could get a rough estimate of whatever plan somebody's on at today's current mining rewards. Who knows when they're going to change halving and all that sort of stuff from November. But at today's current mining rewards and my personal results, I can extrapolate it out to make some kind of a educated prediction. There is actually a tool which Ari's put in his group somewhere. I did have it open. There is actually a tool here called miningapp.me, which you can actually go in and you can choose a plan. I think you have to refresh the page quite a lot. It's quite annoying. It's quite accurate, as you'll see in a second. So if I put in, and you have to change the language every time, but if I put in choose a plan, and then I choose the silver plan, which is mine, it suggests roughly at today's current rate $16.6 per day as a mining reward. Now my average is actually 16.18. So it's pretty close. So yeah, the first 30 days, $485, but more importantly is how many coins, which we'll get to in a second. At that point, I can work out the number of days, the number of weeks, and the number of months to recover that initial purchase. And then all I've done is I've taken, working backwards from my plan, I've taken the average of 16.18 per day, which is exactly the same cell that I just showed you, over 1,100 days, and I've just worked it backwards. So obviously, if you're on a $1,200 plan, it's divided by 2. 600 plan, that's divided by 2. 300 plan, that's divided by 2. These two are a little bit different because this is actually $4,200 is 1.75 times the plan that I'm on, and the $12,600 is 5.25 times the plan that I'm on. So that's the calculations, and then basically I've done exactly the same thing with the average coins. So if I just scroll back down and across, I took the amount of coins over the 30 days that I accumulated, and then I just made an average calculation of that whole column, and it gives me 0.04089, which is exactly this figure here. Okay, and why do this? Well, because I want to predict roughly what we're going to be looking at over the period of the contract. Obviously, when I did this, the coin was slightly higher, but we can change it to 450 or whatever it is today to get a more accurate result. I'm just going to check exactly what it is. $45407. Okay, so plugging that into there basically changes all these figures. Now, again, I've worked backwards from my plan. All the same calculations, guys. Divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2. This gives you your daily amount you can expect. And then over the 1,100 days, it's a very simple calculation. It's that times 1,100. And then obviously at the current price, what those coins would be worth. So in my particular case, I'd be looking at mining just under, we'll call it 45 coins, 44.99 coins over the 1,100 days, which at the current price is $20,427.85, which ain't half bad. And if you calculate it down per year, obviously it's just under $7 grand a year. Passive. That's no direct commissions, no cycles, no bonus commissions, no direct commissions. This is just from the mining rewards. And then I went one step further, and I basically, Mark's kind of mentioned this, but I've bookmarked it here anyway. There are predictions out there, and this changes daily. Yeah, it's gone up again. So the 1 year forecast for this coin at the moment is $1,734, and the 5 year forecast is around $6,700. Okay, if it goes up to that price, this is what this table is all about. So it's the same amount of coins again, my 45. or whatever plan you happen to be on. This figure, the 20,427, is exactly the same as the one I've just showed you. However, I just wanted to see, I'll get a bit closer for this one. I just wanted to see that if it reaches 1,600, what would it be worth? So instead of 20 grand, it's worth just under $72,000 over 3 years. If it hits, and I went somewhere in between, but if it hits 6,700, it goes up to 300 grand. These are just figures, and I can't predict the future. But if it goes somewhere in between, so which is why I had kind of the 4 grand. But if it goes to 3,500, it's still in my particular plan. I mean, Mark's looking at like 1.5 million. Should be all right with that. And also on top of that, so all these are very impressive. But what got me even more excited was how low does the coin have to go so that you only break even, right? For me, it was quite important, and it works out at about 50. That's a bit more, 60. About $55. Look, so basically, all I'm doing is this is the coin value. I've got the 2,400 plan. If the coin went down all the way to $55 in 3 years' time, which is very, very, very unlikely, right? But if it did, I still made $74. I'll throw it open to any questions you guys have, but that was kind of like how I was looking at things.
You've done a nice job with that presentation. It's a lot slicker than the last one. But obviously, mining rewards come down over time. So, if you're sitting on the fence and you're just thinking about it, jump in and then think about how you're going to spend the profits. Because obviously these are great numbers and it's nice to show them numbers, but they're going to change over time. And you're going to mine less because there's only the same amount of mining rewards, and they're going to be split throughout all the miners. So in 3 years' time, it could still very well be profitable when you're going to be mining a smaller piece of that coin each day. So you want to try and grab as much of it while you can. That makes sense.
I just wanted to let you in a little bit on how my mind works. I didn't want to chime in at all there and just let you go, Adrian, because that presentation was so good. I was kind of thinking, Adrian, you need to chop this up so it's its own video, put it on a page, and put it out to your email list. That was really slick. Your presentational skills are getting a lot better. I mean, they were good anyway, mate, but that was awesome.
I can't remember if I've already sent it out, mate, to be honest. I'll have to have a look.
But just the way you did that there was the best you've done it so far. So yeah, I might even do that myself. I might chop it up and put it out to my email list because it was just a great explanation of how, like, the long-term vision of this coin. What else?
Yeah, feel free. Anybody who's using the funnel or whatever, if it helps, just reach out to any of us, really.
Definitely. I've got a question as well. I don't know if I've asked you this before. Is that spreadsheet? Do you have like a version available for other people to use?
I can drop it on we should probably get a team Google Drive or something, or I can put it in the group.
Yeah, because what I was thinking was what would be quite cool, I think, on the team calls page is actually just have obviously the video at the top which streams these calls, and then maybe there's a link to the spreadsheet, and then if you want to do like a little 2-minute tutorial just on how it actually works, I can stick that on the page as well so people can actually use the spreadsheet.
I mean, I've made it as simple as possible for people to use. I could do a quick presentation. They basically just type these numbers in or copy and paste these numbers in. And then everything else is pretty much automatic apart from you adjust the Bitcoin price on the current value there. And then if you want to do the predictions, it's the 2 yellow ones. So it's only just changing these 3 yellow ones. I did do it so that you could do it for 1,200 days, which is actually something I wanted to mention. Harry's put a post up saying that that's running out, the promotion. At the moment, if you purchase with Bitcoin Vault, you were getting an extra 100 days worth of mining.
Yeah.
and it's ending on the 19th of August.
Right. Okay.
So if people want to get that extra 100 days with purchasing with Bitcoin Vault, then they've got to hurry up. It's 5 days basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but for anyone watching, I'm using this springboard strategy, and I have been since, probably after my first 7 days of mining, I started. So I'm taking some mining rewards. I've moved it into trading, and right now, and most of us have been around online and been involved with these trading companies. You give them your Bitcoin, they promise to pay you a certain percentage, and it never really works out. But right now, and if I'm doing a kind of a challenge in my own group, but I'm outperforming the last 2 companies I've been involved. I'm outperforming, and I'm in control. No one else has my funds. The plan is working. It's something that you really need to look at.
Well, Alan, I kind of wanted to bring that up. Actually, I wanted to do something we don't normally do and just make it a little bit more conversational, because I think there's a little bit more interest. I know Rob Fraser's recently joined Mining City and stuff, and I know for a fact he has an interest in a similar sort of plan and a strategy, using the Bitcoin Vault to fund a trading account and stuff. So I did want to name it, actually, because I'm interested in doing the same thing. I assume that Adrian was referring to the same program as I'm about to. This Siren is called, isn't it?
Siren Crypto, yeah.
Yeah. So, because I'm interested in doing the same thing, plus one other one, and I don't usually go into detail and stuff, but there's the guy that was teaching me Forex. I paid I think it was $75 a month or something for signals, but also daily trading. A guy called JM Pips, and he's recently included binary trading as well. And it's not normally something that doesn't interest me in the slightest, sort of thing. However, my dad, for those that don't know, my dad's interested in this trading as well, and me and him play darts and stuff. And he talks about it. And he's really interested in doing this binary trading, because JM Pips is now working with some other pro binary trader, and they're all in a Discord group apparently, and they're all making 10 to 15% per day, which is just absolutely outrageous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just follow. I think my dad's going to join this thing over the next couple of days, and I'm just going to keep an eye on his result for the first couple of weeks. But I'm also going to join this Discord group as well. So my plan, I think, maybe is in the nearer future to what I perhaps first thought, is possibly do this Siren for the crypto trading, and also rejoin JM Pips again, because I haven't had time to do the Mining City as well as trading every day. So it would be cool to do these calls where we do the Mining City presentation, we do the strategy, and then we talk about trading. Because I think it's what we want to do. It's definitely all 3 of us are definitely in agreement. That's what we want to do. So we might as well just share the plan.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of people like trading different things. Some people like crypto. Some people will like the binary more. I pulled the trigger on a Forex thing this morning. So I'll have my crypto and my Forex, and this is literally it. I have 3 building blocks. I don't need anything else. I've got you guys here in YBR. I've got Siren Crypto for the crypto trading, and then I've got something else for Forex.
Well, you just say it if you want, mate. I'm quite happy to just talk openly about this.
Yeah, well, it's IML, but it's the team I wanted access to.
Yeah.
They have their own indicators. They're literally live themselves, 6-7 hours a day.
Yeah.
And we've been in IML before with a different team, and it didn't really work out. It was a bit of a clash.
They will not go into it.
Yeah, skip that part. But I never actually even took a trade, because the whole focus of certainly the guys that we were working with was just to build out the comp plan. The team that I've gone to, they have a huge focus on trading. They don't care about the comp plan, and they're all making nice income. A lot of them have gone full time in the last few months. So I'm excited to get started with that, and it's literally all I'm going to be doing. There's probably a lot of people that are new in the group and watching these calls that don't know my story. But just to touch on it briefly, in the last few months, I almost walked away. And Mining City is one of the reasons I came back, and I've been able to put my dream plan into action. And I might go into that more on Wednesday. Maybe I'll just tell a little bit of my story and how we ended up here.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, definitely. One thing I am actually happy to openly talk about, because I know you're allowed to do this, is if you're, because I wouldn't mind just joining you, Alan. So instead of you always joining me, I'll join you in IML. So we would be on a different team, and I know you are allowed to do that if your account has been active for 6 months, and mine it's got to be coming up to close to 6 months for me personally, anyway. So I'm not going to go into detail about any of it. You what, mate?
I had no problem swapping over. I just paid with Bitcoin, and that was it.
Right. Okay. Cool. Because that's, again, I don't want to go too much into that, but you know what we've been through with the previous team and stuff. But yeah, it was, me and you are definitely thinking along the same lines, Alan. You just, when you get into trading, it's like that's what you want to do. You want to learn how to trade, not just build a comp plan and bring as many people in as possible without even fully knowing what is actually happening and how to actually make money. It's not how I roll. You know, I'm too. I like to know the details, how something works before I put my name to it. You know what I mean? And we were basically being told not to do that, and it was just like, this is not for us.
It became strange.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. But it's one of the same reasons I wanted to partner up with Siren Crypto for the crypto trading, because they think exactly the same way I did. They just want people to win. They're not really, they're not there ramming stuff down your throat and you got to get this upgrade and buy this and you need this. They just want to see you winning. And, that's a huge thing for me.
Yeah, definitely. Because those people are out there. It did get to the point where it was like, is this really what the world of internet marketing? Everyone's just like this. Is this what I've got myself into? And you've just got to surround yourself with the right people, like us three, like this team. I'm so happy with how well us three of us get on and how strong we are as a team. And it just goes to show you've just got to get around the right people, haven't you? And it just makes life a lot easier. Like, how often do us three help each other? We talk to one another almost every day, always helping. I'm always, doing, funnel stuff for you, and Adrian's always helping me with things. Alan, you're always helping me with things and stuff. We're just a unit, power force moving forward at the minute. I'm really happy with the way things are going.
I did a live in my group the other day where I literally just talked about how I felt like I was the most comfortable I'd ever been online. And well, if I add everything up, I'm probably making the most money as well. But I've no stress with it. Everything's just running smooth. I can see the clear plan ahead, and that's it. I just don't need any distractions.
Yeah, it's nice to have you back as well, mate. For sure.
Well, I'm feeling a bit more like I'm back. The first few weeks I probably let you guys down on the call here. I was very quiet, but it was just a confidence thing going on. I'm back on camera. Oh shit! It's actually funny now. During the call, my mom and my daughter, 2 minutes. My mom and my daughter have been out shopping, and they've come in, so they're over in the corner trying to whisper. And I was like, the thing is muted; they can't hear you. My mom needs a lift home, so she's like, I'm going. And I'm just telling her to wait 2 minutes, and I'll bring her home.
Right, that's fine. Yeah, I've got to make the kids some food. It's like literally 3 in the afternoon, and I haven't made the kids any lunch yet, so I'm gonna have to shoot off as well. But yeah, anyone who's watching this on the team page, click the button below, and it's going to take you to the main presentation. If you're just watching this on Facebook and you were invited into the Yellow Brick Road group by someone else, you get back to the person who shared the group with you or shared this video with you, and you can start mining Bitcoin Vault for 1,100 days entirely passively, and then hopefully join the same strategy as me, Adrian, and Alan, and fund a trading account so you can comfortably work from home. Like, one more thing I want to say about trading. You don't have to learn to trade yourself. There are places you can go to pay for signals, and you basically all you have to do is learn how to place a trade and how to use money management, which doesn't take too long. It's just percentages and stuff, and making sure you are not risking. I use 3%. I don't like to risk more than 3% of my account on any given trade. That's the numbers I stick with. Some people are more aggressive. Some people are more conservative. But once you know these basic things, you don't necessarily have to learn a strategy for yourself, because there are millionaire traders out there who give you their own personal trades. And that's a great way to get your foot in the door with trading if it scares you because you know nothing about it. Other than that, we will see you on Wednesday. It's very likely we will back on next Wednesday. So bye from me and bye from the lads. See you next time, guys. Peace.
Thanks, everyone.